Welcome to Haunting Harbor TV, your destination for spine-tingling tales and chilling adventures. Join us as we delve into the realms of the paranormal, exploring haunted locations, sharing real-life ghost stories, and uncovering the mysteries of the supernatural. Prepare to embark on a journey into the unknown, where every shadow hides a secret and every whisper tells a tale. Don't forget to subscribe and become part of our community of thrill seekers. Hey y'all, I gotta tell you about something real spooky that happened to me a while back. It's got me shivering, just thinking about it, so sit tight and listen up, 'cause this here's a story you ain't gonna believe. It was a dark, cloudy night, the kind that sends chills down your spine. Me and a couple of buddies, we decided to go on a little adventure, just for kicks. So, we ended up at this old graveyard, the kind that's been around since forever. The place had an eerie vibe to it, like something was watching us from the shadows. As we walked through the rows of tombstones, I couldn't shake the feeling that we weren't alone. Every creak of the trees, every rustle of the leaves, it felt like the dead were whispering secrets to each other, and we were intruding on their domain. Then, out of nowhere, we heard it. A faint sound, like someone sobbing, in the distance. We froze in our tracks, listening hard. It got louder and louder, till it felt like it was echoing all around us. My heart was pounding, and I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end. But we were dumb and brave, or maybe just dumb, so we kept going. The sobbing led us deeper into the graveyard, till we came to a mausoleum, all covered in ivy and creepers. The sound was coming from inside, and I gotta admit, I was scared out of my wits. With shaky hands, we pushed open the door and stepped inside. The air was cold and musty, and the only light came from the moon filtering in through the cracks. And there, standing in the middle of the room, was a figure, all dressed in white, with long tangled hair covering its face. I wanted to run, to get the hell out of there, but my feet were glued to the floor. The figure turned towards us, and I swear I felt my heart stop. Its eyes were empty black voids, staring right through us. And then it spoke, its voice like nothing I ever heard before. It told us its story, of how it died a horrible death and was doomed to wander the graveyard for all eternity. I couldn't move, couldn't speak, just stood there listening to its mournful tale. But then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the figure vanished into thin air. We were left standing, there in the darkness, shaking like leaves in the wind. We hightailed it out of there as fast as our legs could carry us, swearing never to return to that cursed place again. But the worst part. The next day we found out that a man had been murdered in that very graveyard, just hours before we arrived. They said he was found with his throat slit, lying among the tombstones, a look of pure terror frozen on his face. Ever since that night, I can't shake the feeling that something evil lurks in that graveyard, something that's waiting to claim its next victim. And believe me, I ain't going back there for all the gold in the world. Things just ain't been the same for me. Every time I close my eyes, I see that figure, its eyes staring right through me. And that sobbing, I can still hear it in my dreams, haunting me like a ghost. I tried to forget about it, to pretend like it never happened, but something keeps pulling me back to that graveyard, like a moth to a flame. I can't explain it, but I feel drawn to it, like there's something, they're waiting for me. But I ain't stupid, I ain't going back there alone. I talked to my buddies about it, and they feel the same way. We reckon, if we go back together, we might be able to put an end to whatever evil lurks in that place. So we're planning to go back tonight, armed with flashlights and holy water, ready to face whatever's waiting for us. I don't know if we'll make it out alive, but I gotta try. I can't let that thing keep haunting me, driving me mad with fear. Wish us luck, folks, 'cause we're gonna need it. And if you don't hear from us again, just remember this story and stay far away from that graveyard. Trust me, you don't want to end up like me, haunted by the ghostly whispers of the dead. Alright, so here's what happened when we went back to the graveyard. We gathered our courage, said a few prayers, and ventured into the darkness once again. The air was thick with tension, and every step we took felt like a mile. As we made our way through the rows of tombstones, we kept our eyes peeled for any sign of that ghostly figure. The sobbing started up again, sending shivers down my spine. But this time, we weren't gonna let it scare us off. We followed the sound deeper into the graveyard, till we came to the same mausoleum where we first encountered the ghost. We braced ourselves and pushed open the door, ready to face whatever waited us inside. But to our surprise, the mausoleum was empty. No ghost, no sobbing, just an eerie silence that hung in the air like a thick fog. We searched every nook and cranny, but there was no sign of anything out of the ordinary. Feeling confused and a little disappointed, we decided to call it a night and head back home. Maybe it was just our imaginations playing tricks on us, or maybe that ghost had moved on to haunt someone else. But as we were leaving, I heard a faint whisper in the wind, like someone calling out to me. I turned around, and for a brief moment, I swear I saw the ghostly figure standing in the doorway, its eyes flashing with a strange mixture of sadness and gratitude. And then it was gone, vanishing into the night like it was never there. I ain't gonna lie, it scared the living daylights out of me, but at the same time I felt a sense of peace wash over me, like I had finally put an end to the nightmare that had been haunting me for so long. So, that's the end of my story, folks. Take it for what it's worth, but just remember, sometimes the things that go bump in the night ain't always as scary as they seem. And who knows, maybe that ghost was just looking for someone to listen to its story, someone to help it find peace in the afterlife. Thank you for joining us on this hair-raising journey through the realms of the supernatural. We hope you've enjoyed our spine-tingling tales and chilling adventures. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our future encounters with the paranormal. Until next time, may your nights be filled with thrills and your dreams free of ghosts. Farewell from Haunting Harbor TV.